Happy day students. In this video, we are going to learn an interesting poem, Maps. Before getting into this video, I would like to ask few questions. Do you think maps are connected only with geography and history? Yes, definitely not. Maps are not only connected with geography and history. We people are using maps in our day-to-day life, right? Where else do you find maps? We always find maps whenever we are exploring a new place or whenever we are moving on to a new city or town. Coming to the third question, have you or your parents used a road map to find a place? Yes, definitely we people are using the road maps, that is Google Maps, always to find a place or to explore a place. With this idea, we are moving on to the summary of the poem. About the author. The poem Maps was written by Dorothy Brown Thompson, who was an American writer. In this poem, she paints a bright picture of the different things and scenes that maps can bring to our minds. In this poem, she pays a tribute to maps and different kinds of maps that hold a key to an unseen, unknown world of adventure waiting to be explored. This way, she shows how something that looks simple and humble like a map can be powerful and exciting. High adventure and bright dream, maps are mightier than they seem. Ships that follow, leaning stars, red and gold of strange bazaars. Ice flows head, beyond all knowing, plains that ride where winds are blowing. Train maps, maps of wind and weather, road maps taken altogether. Maps are really magic vans for homestaying vagabonds. Let's get into the summary of the poem. The speaker talks about the thrill that maps can offer to travelers. They help ships to sail to far off lands, leading them to places that sell exotic things. They guide ships and planes to negotiate icebergs and winds. There are a whole lot of different maps. Maps that provide information to train travelers, road maps that help riders to move from place to place, and maps about the weather. People staying at home can be transported in imagination to distant lands as if by magic by just staying these maps. The poet brings out the importance of a map, which no one realizes is inevitable for our day-to-day movements. One usually considers a map an insignificant piece of paper, but the poet says it is much more mightier than what it projects itself to be. It is most powerful as it is required to navigate the ship, direct the trains, and move on the roads. Maps are like magic vans to people who travel a lot and explore new places in the world. This way, the poet feels maps help in fulfilling adventurous dreams and learning outcomes. In this poem, we learned to express the joys of an armchair traveler. What does mean by an armchair traveler? Someone who finds out what a place or location is likely by watching travel programs on television, looking at internet websites about travel or reading books about travel. And we also listed the different kinds of maps in the poem. That is road maps, weather map, and train map, and so on. I hope this video would be helpful for you to learn about this poem maps. Have a good day. Thank you.